everyone, today we're going to check out a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property that's on the upstairs. What interests me about this apartment complex is it has a lot of shared amenities, from swimming pools to tennis court to clubhouse. So as somebody who looks at rental properties, I know that renters really like having these facilities near where they live. So that's going to definitely be a draw. Let's go check it out. Since it's starting to get dark, I'm going to take you guys to check out the outdoors amenities first. Let's go see the tennis court. So this is a community tennis court. As you can see, there's one guy here practicing his serve. It's great that there's not a lot of contention. I always find it interesting that when you have great facilities like this, but not a whole lot of people using it. So now I think we're approaching the clubhouse, which also has a swimming pool. In the US, all the swimming pools have to be gated because of safety reasons. You don't want kids to go in when there's no adults and then accidentally drowning. So because I don't have the keys, I can't look inside precisely, but I'm just gonna kind of stick the camera in there and give you a partial view. Usually there's also a clubhouse behind so that you could change, use the bathroom, etc., and shower. So this is what a swimming pool looks like. It's fairly large, but I wouldn't say that this is a lap pool. Something I do appreciate about this complex, I'm going to call it out, is that it has a lot of parking for guests, which is great because a lot of times people that have more cars, they would end up having to park on the streets far away. So here you can actually probably use these spots, but more importantly for guests, they can park. If there is not sufficient guest parking space, a lot of times what happens is they end up parking at the residence parking spot. So you might come home and you realize you don't have a parking spot, and that's super annoying. Another thing I pay attention to is how organized and how tidy the trash area is. The nicer and the more tidy it is, it shows that the folks living here are of higher quality. This neighborhood is probably about close to 50 years old. I was joking to my husband that this place is actually younger than both of us. Isn't that kind of scary? But anyways, I like the fact that because it's an older, more established neighborhood, there are a lot of taller trees. So one of the things I like about this complex is even though it has a ton of apartments, they're actually organized in a courtyard fashion. So you have this nice little neighborhood for the few buildings that are next to you. So after walking around for about 5-10 minutes, I finally found the building. This is the actual building because all the buildings look the same. And as I said earlier, this building numbers are not conspicuous, so it's a little hard to find, but obviously if you live here, you know exactly which building it is. It's going to be the top floor, so let's go up. There's less of a noise issue. You don't have people stepping on top of you. That's the neighbor 116. This is the one that's 114, but of course, then you have to climb stairs. All right, let's go take a look. Okay, I love houses that are nicely staged, and I think this one counts. This is the living room area. As you can see, it's getting dark, but there's a nice patio with seats outside. And then this segues into the dining area. This is just an apartment, so the layout really matters because apartments aren't that big. And this one is about 11-20 square feet. So this is something that I super love. It's an office that's right next to a sunny window. Of course, it's dark right now, it's at night, but you can imagine working here during the day. And this is the kitchen. You can see that even though it's not large, I like the color scheme. The white color scheme makes everything look a little bit brighter. And over here is the hallway. Let's check it out. This is a guest bathroom. And what I like is that the washer and dryer are double stacked. So they're high efficiency washer dryer. This is the shower. Not too much to say here, but the fact that the washer and dryer are inside is something that renters definitely love. Here's a smaller room, I believe. They decked it out as if it's for a child, but I would say that even though it's smaller, the size is at least about maybe 120 square feet. So it's still a decent size room. Perfect for an adult as well. Here is the master. Let's check out the master bathroom. So this is a full bath with a full shower. Not too much to highlight, but I do like the fact that the bedroom is right next to another patio. So this place has a lot of kind of access to outdoor light, and I am totally partial to outdoor light. And especially for people who like to do plants, and they can have the plants be outside and have natural light. It's really great. This is a smaller walk-in closet. So let's take another look back this way when we look at the living room area. So even though this place isn't big, it's just an apartment, I feel like the layout is really great. So now it's 6 p.m. As I'm about to leave the complex, I want to show you another view of the place. It's nicely lit for the evening, and what's most important and what I look for as an agent is if the area is quiet, because in a better neighborhood where the neighbors are very conscientious, they are working, they're busy sleeping or doing other things, they're not playing loud music and partying. So that was a super quick walkthrough of the property. Overall, I think it's great for a couple reasons. One is, obviously in a unit, there's tons of patios, which gives you access to the outside. And the outside is quiet, it has large trees. So you want that natural light to come in and not just these can lights, which is good too, but you want natural light. Another thing is the layout in this house is very open. So if the place definitely feels bigger than it is, even though at 1120 for a 2-bedroom is not small. And the room sizes are good. I don't like rooms that are too small because then you feel very constrained. This place is a 2-bedroom, and each of the rooms, they're both pretty big. Another thing I really like about the place is that it has a lot of outdoor parking, or parking for guests, so that guests are not necessarily finding it difficult to park, or they accidentally or deliberately park into the residence parking. That's not great. As you saw earlier, the neighbor came and talked to me, so that's another good sign. And of course, if you're looking at this from a rental perspective, not just residential, you also care about the clubhouse, because renters like the fact that they can go to a swimming pool, they can use the clubhouse for the gym, they can play tennis nearby. So those are all selling points when you're trying to list a place as a rental property. If you're interested in checking out this place or other places for investment, I also help a lot of people with investment buys, because I personally really believe in the Silicon Valley market. There's so many good things about Silicon Valley, from schools to job opportunities to the weather. You just can't beat it. So if you're interested, definitely give me a call.